Corey, did you get Mavis?
Oh, I didn't. I can't go into whatchamacallit at the moment because my game will crash.
No. Invite Mavis to the group.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
he's right here.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
I was gonna ask, what did you need to go into third person to get him for? But
Huh?
He's already got two people in his
person,
head.
You know what I mean.
Third
It's,
one in there.
a full screen to. Yeah, that thing. You know what I'm talking about?
there's an '80s movie I saw. I think it was something to do with snowboarding or skiing, and the guy in there actually had two masks on, one on either side of his face, and then his actual face. And when he did the voices, he would turn his head and let each one of them do the personality. Somehow I see Cypher turning into that at some point down the road.
That wasn't Ski Patrol, was it?
It might have been. It was one of those '80s movies. So a lot of them back then.
That sounds interesting. Yeah, I don't know what it is with with my voices. I've always done them like whenever the Else Heartbreak. It's all text, so I plan to do voices for all the characters. I have voices like one of these ladies in the game. They look like they're a heavy smoker, so my voice for them is something like, "Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well today."
That's right.
Something like that.
It does kind of sound like her.
Yeah, something like that. But she sounds like a smoker, like someone that would. Is this your pet or is that?
It's a small one.
I can't.
His pet's a small one.
A small one.
That one's getting beat up by his pet.
Okay, no wonder I can't miss it.
Yeah, you might want to move.
All right, we're gonna make this. We're gonna make this not. Boom. Pet resolved.
They're trying to get Bale for the new Titans TV show.
Titans, like Attack on Titans, or
Teen
Titans, Teen Titans.
Attack on Titan as an actual TV show would be amazing.
They did a version, didn't they? I thought.
I haven't seen it. Possibly. It could be out. I mean, I don't keep up with all that.
They did a live version of Attack on Titan.
He also said Leonardo DiCaprio as Joker. I don't know about that.
The dog doesn't agree. The dog does not agree with that.
Can you imagine Leonardo as the Joker? I mean, he's a great actor, don't get me wrong, but...
Honestly, I can. I could see him as being the Joker. A good Joker? I don't know.
Well, I mean, anybody could be a bad Joker. I'm saying, can you imagine him doing a great job as it?
There's good bad Jokers, and then there's really, really bad Jokers, like in something Squad that came out.
Suicide Squad?
Yeah, that was not a good Joker.
You really don't like that guy, man.
I didn't
Ben
like
Affleck.
him.
He doesn't like Ben Affleck.
I mean,
oh, you mean
like
the Joker?
Him. I just don't like his acting as the Joker. I felt that it was forced.
I thought it was a unique take, dude. I thought it was a unique take on Joker, to be honest. All the other characters in that movie seemed to be subpar, but his was kind of interesting.
Well, I mean, how would you have in a show like that, movie, whatever, would you have the Joker actually go down in a helicopter and die? I mean, that doesn't happen.
But he didn't. He didn't. He always went down and always made him look like he died. Batman would give up sometimes, check the wreckage, see that there's nobody there. And he would know in the back of his mind that Joker's still out there. But like that happened a lot in the animated series.
Well, in the animated series, but I mean, they were pretty much acting like he was dead. As in, we don't want him to be the Joker again because, well, you know.
I haven't seen the new one, the new DC movie with Flash and all these other guys in it, but
I haven't either.
That Suicide Squad left a lot to be desired for a DC movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, you figure that it has. I haven't seen Wonder Woman either, so I don't know if that was a good movie at all.
There's a lot of people that love that one.
I mean, I just feel that the Batman is like one of the core portions of what is it, the Justice League or whatever they're called.
That would be Superman. Would be the core because he is like everybody combined into one.
Oh yeah, you're right. But he is he's like second officer or something like that.
I'd go with like Aquaman as second.
Batman was never a part of the Justice League.
Batman brought them together, but never wanted to stay. He works alone.
Yeah. Well, still, even him being in, I don't know. I don't know.
He would come in. He would come in for certain episodes.
I have my reasons for not liking it. I guess. I hear the noise of some howling, but I am not seeing them.
Yeah, I heard Flash stole the show. The other thing I heard about that one was that it didn't really continue off of the old Superman movie.
Yeah,
because they made a big deal in that one about showing that like half the world hated him for all like the destruction that he caused, and the other half loved him as a god. And in the new movie, they just love him as God. So
wasn't Daredevil part of the DC universe?
No.
Nope. Daredevil's Marvel.
Okay. It's so confusing because it's kind of the same kind of story arc.
Oh my goodness.
They wear a suit, like they're both red.
No, I mean of the darkness, the dark towns and that kind of thing, and you know,
one's blind and uses a stick.
One's Gotham, one's Hell's Kitchen.
One's made up, and the other one's New York City.
Is he?
But that's cool,
right?
I've watched
completely different, but
I never liked the movie that they did with, but isn't the movie made with the same guy who's now Batman?
Yeah, Ben Affleck, dude. That's what I was saying. You have a thing for Ben Affleck. We need to get you guys
different than Ryan Reynolds
started
playing
as an actor.
No, we're different than Ryan Reynolds playing Green Lantern and Deadpool.
That's true, but they made fun of the truth of how horrible the Green Lantern was in the Daredevil, which
that's because it's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I actually like Deadpool.
He makes a great Deadpool, though.
Say again.
He makes a great Deadpool.
Oh, he makes an awesome Deadpool because that's the way he is in real life, dude. He won't shut up. He keeps spewing stuff out of his mouth.
Which was weird because he did that movie right after that called Life when it was up in space, and he was like an odd man out. All the other characters, all the other actors were playing serious scientific roles of astronauts, and he was playing Deadpool. And I was like, it doesn't fit, dude. Like, you're fantastic as Deadpool, but you suck in this movie.
Yeah.
So hopefully he'll find another speed.
Deadpool 2 is coming out soon. Deadpool 2 is coming out soon.
I mean, that's Ryan Reynolds, though. Look back at old movies that he's done, and he's always smart about something.
Yeah.
But you got to have more than one gear if you're going to be an actor, or at least you used to. I don't know about nowadays. Maybe you can get by with just one.
Don't.
I mean, if you look at some of the actors, they are exactly who they are in every single movie. Johnny Depp, other than wearing a hat that has curly things coming out of it,
yeah,
he's still Johnny Depp.
That's true, but you got like actresses like Meryl Streep. I mean, those people, they can act any role you put them in, and it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if Johnny Depp, it's not that Johnny Depp is a bad actor. It's just that he needs to find another director, someone else to direct him, because he has someone who's just letting him off of his leash of being himself every time.
It does well though. Like, as bad as those movies are for some people, people love them. Jim Carrey went through that phase. Jim Carrey did all those. The Mask and Ace Ventura, like just one after the next, Liar Liar. They were all the same role, basically.
It's called typecasting.
Yeah, a little bit. But he got out of it.
Yeah, he actually did some really good movies. I think the first movie that I really liked from him, outside of those characters, was Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. If you've even ever heard of that.
Yeah, I like that one. I like The Majestic, actually, where he loses his memory.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, dude, that was good. He crashes his car and he loses his memory. I won't say any more than that, but it's a serious role. He does no comedy in that at all.
He has a few of them. It's kind of a comedy, I guess. It's the one with Dick and Harry or something like that.
Oh yeah, where they rob stuff. They rob the.
Yeah, he's a con man, and he breaks out of jail like I don't know, 20 times. And it's a true story, though. That character was he did really good at that one.
Oh, I love me some Ace Ventura. I like the original Ace Ventura. I don't know exactly how many they made. I think at least 3. Might be more than that. I think the last one I saw was him in like a jungle setting. And then
that's 2.
That's 2? Yeah, I thought that was a little bit too far.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Didn't it have what's his name from In Living Color was in it?
David Allen Greer.
Yes.
Was it David Allen Greer?
His name started with a D.
Just kill this pet. Kill this pet when you guys can, please.
All right, man.
We don't want to kill
your pet's cute. We don't want to kill him. He's
he's already slow, so you might as well put him out of his misery.
He's so fancy.
Yeah, the first one was the best. Second one was, that's usually how it tends to work out. I think there's a few exceptions out there, like Indiana Jones.
The White Bat, or what is that? What it was about, or something like that?
Oh. Yeah, guano. Guano.
Yeah.
Chicago.
No, please take him.
Legit, I think the best part of that movie is when he's in the rhino.
Oh yeah,
suit, whatever it is,
could not
spine
stop
thing.
laughing whenever I first saw that. I was like, I was at a friend's house and they were like, "Come on over, Ace Ventura 2." Went over there, and when that part came up, both of us were laughing so hard. His dad was telling us to shut up. It's 2:00 in the morning, something like that. But that was the good old days. Man, that was such a good movie, too. It wasn't as good as the original, but still.
Hey, any movie that makes you laugh.
Yeah. Alright.
Laces out, Dan.
The crying game? Like, that was, that was the worst part of that one. It's all in the shower, yeah. Nothing like nothing like talking from the butt to brighten one's day. I wouldn't try that in a job interview, actually. Unless the guy's a big fan of Jim Carrey.
Hey, ZK, can you hook up Clarity when you get a chance, please, sir?
Don't do it.
Airplane? Airplane was a good movie. But now you're going back into some of the old school stuff.
Airplane's a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
It's the...
Now
Man, that was the first comedy I even remember.
Now you're talking about, like, Naked Gun.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Nobody gives me the raspberry.
Come the desert.
Man, I can't say the rest of it.
You're
escorted from the building. That would be the
polite way.
way.
I don't know what's going on, sir. There's jelly all over my screen or something. I forget what it was.
We've been jammed.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Raspberry. There's only one person who would give me the raspberry. Lone Star.
Right? I was hoping it was me.
As the camera crushes into his face. I love that movie.
It's been a while since I've seen that one, actually. I don't play it too often.
I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend.
Hello, you honey. Hello, you darling. Hello, you ragtime guy.
Oh, the alien scene.
We got a repop. That's the scene where it jumps out of the guy's stomach or something, and then gets up and dances.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets the soup, and that's what Lone Star ordered too. And then the alien pops out of the dude's stomach, and he's there like, "Check, please." The dude's like, "Oh no, not again."
It's really good soup.
I think they paid an homage to that in Futurama when Fry ate the sandwich that
Made him
gave
smarter?
him worms or something like that.
Yeah, they made him smarter.
Yeah.
I don't remember them doing any dancing in that one.
No, but it was just the fact of something living inside of his stomach.
Oh, I guess I could be it. I always just thought that was off the wall, kind of. Finally put Leela and Fry together for another half a second because they always tore them apart.
Yep. Even did you see the very last episode?
What was that one? I'm sure I did. I just can't remember it.
The last episode was where Fry and Lisa are supposed to meet at the Count Dracula Tower or something like that, and have dinner. And he was going to propose to her, and she doesn't show, and his watch is wrong, and he jumps off the tower, and he has this button that can rewind him for 10 seconds.
And he's stuck in that internal loop forever, about to die.
And then finally he lands on the button or something, and it freezes time. And then they live out the rest of their days, and Farnsworth ends up finding them whenever they're old and saying, "I could take you back, but you'll forget everything." Yeah, we could go another go round. And then the show starts over again. So it actually leaves the show in an infinite loop. It's kind of cool.
Right.
Hey.
What's up, man?
I was just yelling at my cat.
Yeah.
Keeps jumping on my desk.
I definitely liked Futurama. It just seemed like a shame that he always had to fight for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like The Simpsons, I think, came a lot easier for him. Although I heard Disney actually bought, was it Fox? Because they're trying to compete with Netflix. They're going to be opening their own version of Netflix, and they wanted one of the big companies, Paramount, Fox, whatever. And so they bought Fox.
Fox, yeah.
So now they own Simpsons.
Other reason too is Marvel.
Yeah, I mean they've been trying
Disney
to get
owns
their hands
Marvel, and Fox has the IP for some of the Marvel characters.
I mean, they've been buying up a lot of the big brands. I mean, Marvel,
anything that you grew up as a kid with, man.
Star Wars,
King's
everything. Yeah.
King, baby.
Okay, well, we have a mob right here. Beating on my face.
Said you're tasty.
Yep. He loves me.
Yeah, the downside to that is I heard that they weren't really interested in keeping The Simpsons going. It could be just a rumor, but...
Well, I mean, they've been going for, what, 20 years now?
People still
Something
watch
like that,
it,
or
though.
more?
King's up.
Yep. I'm already starting to little mobs so I can pull them. Come on. Give me the shaman.
What level is this tree hugger guy, by the way?
39?
39.
Okay.
Cannot get a target on this. There we go. Restarting the lull process.
Cypher, that regen hit you, right?
Yeah, Pack Coil Plus.
Yep.
Bro, this is horrible.
The only buff I have on.
What's horrible?
I'm in full robot mode. I'm hitting my hotkeys for candy dancing, and I've been 100 mana for I don't know how long.
Well, it's one way to stay there.
2 mobs incoming. One is the king. Soulsec is being missed.
No.
King is stopped for some reason.
There's a guy out in the hallway. He might have been coming up. Somebody did a camp check earlier. How long ago was that? Do you guys know?
I have no clue.
I have no
Out of
idea.
mana.
Who had a mana? That was the heat box?
Yeah.
What are you doing, dude?
I was just buffing everyone.
Oh.
The druid, the tree hugger, has the same exact heal I have, so he should be fine.
Yeah, we're good. I got mana for it, so we're goaded.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was so much lower. And then I realized like Pack Chloroplast wasn't cast, and I've been realizing that Damage Shield hasn't been cast up through or AC.
Yeah, I was getting AC just with the solo Chloro, but if you got them, I'll just worry about myself for right now.
Oh, yeah, you should be getting hit with my
I've got the funky staff.
Oh, you got the funky stuff? That's right, that doesn't stack.
Noob.
Doesn't stack with a lot of spells, or at least a few.
That's cool though. I'll take the fungal regrowth anytime.
Yeah, it's better.
It's not like you can't sew yourself with your boots.
What are we talking about?
Well, it takes your sew off also whenever you're in outside.
It does not. You have to click your sew off.
Really?
Yep.
But it won't stick if you have your sew on, right?
Correct. Yeah. When you do sew, it'll strip the fungal regrowth off.
Why is that? Is it a debuff to your speed?
Yeah, it's like a mini torpor. It's 15 a tick, and you're encumbered.
And that lasts for how long?
Not as long as a regular regen. It's maybe 6 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not very long, but it's
so
really
nice.
good.
So you just make sure that you're not even close to being overweight, just so you can move, or you don't even worry about it?
I don't worry about it. I mean, if I'm overweight right now, I just put strength on if I need to, and I'm good to go. Slow really does make things easy mode.
Yeah.
And I'm not even using the current level slow. I'm losing a previous spell level.
Now, do you find that there's any difference between the different spell levels? Like, does it last longer, obviously, as the higher up you go, or?
It makes them a whole lot slower, but it costs a significant amount more mana.
Are we gonna roll on that? I haven't even been paying attention to chat until just now.
Yeah, check to see if it's an upgrade for anybody.
I have 2 already, so I'm good, but I don't know about
Tree
tree
hugger.
hugger.
I checked tree cut. Yeah.
He has 1, but does he need 2? I actually have 1 on my tune right now that I'm not using.
Yeah, it's not war or anything, I don't think.
No, they're
Nah.
not. I'm legitimately wearing 2 of them. I'm fine with him getting it, you guys?
Yep, I'm fine
Yeah.
with it.
Go ahead and give it to him. Oh,
We got a group outside.
Punch him in the face.
yep.
Just letting Cypher know when he goes out there to pool.
I'm not going out there to pull. I'm pulling from.
I mean, it's kittens who see me out, so I guess we could be nice to him, maybe?
Is it kittens? I'm not saying
I
kittens
hate
here.
cats.
How do you hate cats?
It's really easy, actually.
Yeah, it's a 41 ranger, and then looks like a.
Monk.
I saw a druid.
They also have a monk.
This dude hurted me. That is rude.
Yeah, I think they came in to see if anything was taken in here, and they got attacked, so I don't think they're stealing anything.
Oh.
But congrats to Tree Hugger on a new bracelet.
Congrats.
But Cypher, you had other games coming out too, right? Fallout 4?
Fallout 4, whenever I get it downloaded, let me see. So that is Verbis, Fallout 4, Else, oh, Domina. I probably won't be uploading. If I do, it won't be monetized because the fact that it has you would think if you've ever seen anything that was Roman in it and the language that they use in it, you know that is how this game is. It's
So adult language.
Yeah, it's mature. So I wouldn't monetize it. Plus, by the way, if you ever any of the games that I've been posting lately, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's Everquest, if it's Wrong World, anything, everything is being right out of the gate, not monetized, and I have to request for every single one, and they all get approved. But I have to request for everyone.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
It's a new system that they were kind of forced into throwing into place. I don't know if you kept up with what was going on, but the advertisers got upset because the stuff wasn't... they didn't have a lot of control over the content that their commercials went on, and they're not used to that because everywhere else in society, whether it's on TV or whether it's on the radio, they have a lot of saying on where their commercials go, and not only that, but what the show is allowed to say because their commercials are there. So their money buys them power. And they didn't really want to give that up. And on YouTube, they gave that up. They never had it to begin with.
Have you been paying attention to what's been going on this last few weeks on YouTube with the whole Logan Paul situation and also the whole swatting that's been happening?
No,
like in Kansas.
What happened with the Logan Paul?
The swatting happened in my town, man. That's how.
Yeah, I know. And Wichita, Kansas. Okay, so here's the whole backstory. Two groups were playing Call of Duty, and they bet $1.50. They got mad because someone was camp killing or whatever it is, and they went to a known swatter, a person who calls in gun threats and other things, and said, hey, I want this person swatted because of the fact that they provoked me, and said, go ahead and swat me. So the swatter calls in this call saying that he's killed his dad, and he has his mother and father held in their bedroom, and he thinks he's going to kill them. And the person on the 911 call is trying to calm him down, and then they end the call. The police get there. The father, who wasn't even associated with the original kid that was in this whole back and forth, opens his door and gets shot by the police. And it wasn't anyone that either the kid who said go ahead and swap me or any of the people that were part of the whole Call of Duty thing. It was just a random person at a random address that he gave over Twitter.
And he died?
That's the one that, oh yeah. That's the one that happened this week,
that's
right?
Yeah, and it happened it happened in my area, man.
And then these were Twitchers and YouTubers, by the way. And then also the other thing that happened was that Logan Paul showed a video of Suicide Forest, and his audience is 90% 10 to 15-year-olds. And he showed the body. They were laughing at it. He was standing next to it. And then he puts out this ridiculous apology for it. And the whole thing is just, you can tell he's acting. He did it for views, the whole thing. And if he didn't do it for views, why is it that it went from the point of making the video to the editor's hands, and no one between that point said, hey, you know what, this might be wrong, to show a dead corpse of someone who committed suicide.
It's shock value, dude. They've been doing that for years. Howard Stern used to do the shock value on his radio. Yeah, there's people out there that would do anything for money, dude.
But that said, YouTube handpicks who's trending, and they trended that video. And it had as the thumbnail him standing next to the dead corpse.
That's the thing I was trying to get to you on, the same thing with you being flagged on those videos. It's not YouTube that's doing it. It's a program YouTube has developed, and it has flaws. This one happens to have a lot more flaws than most of the YouTube programs because they were forced on it with very little notice. within like a matter of a month or something. They had to develop this program, so it doesn't work right. It's wonky. They do tend to figure out the problems and fix them at some point down the road, but it's going to probably be like a year before that happens.
What's going on with the monk here? Because
he's looking for Targan.
Yeah, but we didn't give him the camp or anything.
No, this. I don't know what's going on.
The mob spawned and attacked him, but yeah, you shouldn't be pulling or anything.
Even the rogue over there.
Yeah, as far as that guy getting shot, I mean, I can't imagine what it's like to be a police officer. I can't imagine what it's like to get that adrenaline rushing because you've been told all this stuff on the radio. But if the guy didn't have anything to do with it and he just opened up his door, that to me kind of...
And he got shot.
Yeah, that to me right there screams the cop overreacted because the guy clearly wasn't doing anything wrong and he got shot anyways.
Well, no. The guy was putting his hands down and then it looked like he was going for something under his shirt.
Oh, so he reacted wrong.
Well, I don't know if reacting wrong is a thing. Either way.
If they tell you to put your hands up, you don't put your hands up, then, whatever happens after that point is...
But when you're sitting at home and nothing's going on, the guy's like, where's everybody at? Who are the people you're holding hostage? This, that, and the other. Those questions are coming out. And you're like, what are you talking about, dude? It's a bad situation, period. But they supposedly caught the dude that did the call.
Yeah.
It doesn't help the guy who got shot, though.
Okay, so how that happened.
They caught him. He was 25 years old.
I'll tell you how he got caught. Is Keemstar of Drama Alert had him come on to his YouTube channel. They did an interview. And he pretty much straight up said, yes, I was contacted. I was told to SWAT. I don't feel any responsibility for it. The person that got killed, I was just calling it in. And it was the person who pulled the trigger's fault. No, you caused the scene. You caused the situation. But he pretty much straight up said, yes, I did. This is who contacted me. This is why I did it. And then he ended up getting caught the next day.
I mean, that's fine if he doesn't want to feel like he's responsible for it. Unfortunately, he lives in the United States where the law is written that he is responsible for it. And he will be going to jail for it.
Not only was he caught, but he's being extradited to Kansas because that's where where it happened.
Yeah.
So
it's been something that's been going on forever, dude. When I first started recording on YouTube, I remember somebody telling me about the swatting thing, and I looked up on it. I was like terrified. I was like, oh my god, people are doing this. Maybe I don't want to stream live ever because that's nuts, dude. Like that
happens to people a lot on the IRL channel on Twitch.
Yep. The IRL, what's that?
In real life, that is when you're streaming what's going on around you live. You're out and about with whatever medium you're using to capture your day-to-day. But people get swatted all the time. Some of those channels, though, that's what they're looking for. They're looking to get swatted so that way they can get views and whatnot. But some other ones, man, people get taken down. I'm like, wow.
I mean, I went to my local police station when I heard all that stuff going on because I was kind of friends with a few of them over there, and I talked to them and I was like, hey, I'm starting to stream, I'm starting to do all this stuff. You ever get some random call saying I'm holding people hostage? Do what you got to do. I mean, you're obviously going to react the way you're going to react, but just know that swatting is probably going on. And they were already, like, before I even mentioned it, he was like, yeah, swatting, yeah, we were very well aware of it. He's like, I'll even make a little note that you stream, so... I think they're trying to do what they can to not overreact, but there's only so much they can do.
But I mean, it happened in my town. That's the crazy part, man. I didn't know the guy, but
it sucks, dude. That's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm glad they caught the guy. I mean, the last time I heard they caught him, he was like a 15-year-old. So it's a horrible, horrible way to ruin the rest of your life because murder.
Well,
long time in jail.
I wonder if they're gonna contact what in the world, man.
There's a lot of
I told this kid, I told him, stop pulling our mobs. We will kill him and we will give you the loot. But he is part of our camp. And he just keeps coming over here and looking at what we're doing. Target is not something that spawns like all the time. It takes time for him to spawn.
If he wants,
he has placeholders.
If he wants, he can come over here and sit inside of our camp. I mean, I don't mind.
No,
that.
He has 3 people with them. I mean, they're here to kill Targan only. That's their whole purpose.
I understand that. I'm just saying, like, he's welcome to sit in our camp and wait for the mob to spawn, and if they want to kill it themselves, they're welcome to it.
Yeah. I mean, that's,
Oh no, they won't.
that's what I'm saying. It's experience, man.
Yeah, it's not that much for Targan. We're actually going to use him as a pet if he popped.
Yep. I bet I would give it.
Yeah, so would
I'm
I.
not saying that. I'm just
Man,
saying
you guys
just
sound
stop.
like people from Agnar now.
I'm just saying stop holding up, taking our mouths, man.
Cypher's on a roll, dude. Cypher's on a roll
Woody,
tonight.
Woody, come here. You
Incoming.
Don't judge me.
Catch
I'm
me if you
about
can.
to be
Catch me if
charmed,
you can. Catch me
maybe.
if you can.
Yeah.
Doubles incoming.
So anything going on against that streamer who did the whole thing? Like, is he being charged with?
Yeah, I was about to say that. I don't think anything is happening to him, but
He's smart. He stayed enough out of it.
I mean, he gave the false location, so I'm sure they're questioning him. He also posted the address on Twitch, so it's not like it was something that they don't know about. I'm gonna go ahead and hold the noble down for a minute, so he doesn't mess anyone, like he was just about to do.
I guess they might be able to get him for a negligent homicide if they can prove that he knew the other guy would send a call-in.
You can't prove that.
No, not unless you,
No, I
you
don't
could
think
find
you
some
could
combination between the two. But I mean, that's what they would need is proof that he knew this would happen.
Ice cream, dude. It's like freaking 2 degrees outside.
That's the best time. Did you ever watch any of those Discovery Channel episodes where they talk about who eats the most ice cream? It's always the places that are the coldest.
My family, when I was growing up, we'd always eat more ice cream in the winter than we did in the summer.
See?
You know what? The funny thing is, my kids are doing the same thing right now.
Like you have room to talk.
We have.
But
What are
yeah.
you talking about? I haven't had any ice cream yet.
But
Much.
yeah, that's all that's happened. You know, it happened in my town, and I don't know, a lot of YouTubers that I know that I watch on a daily basis are raising money for the family and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it's really sucky, dude. I mean,
I told you, AC, you bring us back into Seb, we have an enchanter in the group, I start getting mean.
right.
The way this zone is.
Well, I can't blame you for getting mean on that one. Like, that is just a horrible story all the way around. And it doesn't put gamers in a good light, even remotely. So,
No.
I mean,
Cypher's just not a happy person today.
it doesn't put cops in a good light. It doesn't put anybody
I
in a
didn't
good
play
light. That just
Hans
sounds like a
Happy a
horrible,
few
horrible
hours
thing.
ago, though.
I mean, Hans,
was a little
Hans
happy,
is
yeah.
what makes me happy whenever I play him. I know that I'm playing it through a child's eyes again, this game. It truly is. Whenever I'm playing
all right, Willy
Hans,
Wonka.
it's like, wow, here's a quest. Let's see what this leads us to.
You want to build a snowman?
By the way, I found out the quest that I ended up picking up in West Corona leads to the Gold Bane. So you can actually
Yeah.
quest it. I didn't know that.
No Bane, right?
Huh?
Gulbane or no
Yeah.
Bane?
The Gold Bane.
Yeah, that got added with Velius at some point.
So there's 3 ways now you can get the Gold Bane. You can
Yep.
get one in Guck, you can get one in Felwith, and you can get one by doing the quest.
How can you get in Felwith?
There is a paladin
That drops
in the second area that drops it. I duoed him with a monk whenever I was in Paradigm Shift.
I did not know that.
Yep.
I think that quest
Sure,
came
it's
out
on
with
the wiki.
Velius.
Hmm?
I think that quest came out with Velius. I'm not sure, honestly.
But I am
But yeah,
going to do
there is
that
a
quest.
quest for it though.
I'm gonna wait until so at level 5, which is I'm about to hit. I'm gonna go back to Kino so I can do the poaching and also do the the gnolls. Once I get to 10, I'm going to attempt to try to make it over to Unrest, which is where the next part of that quest is. Then I have no clue where it leads off to.
Nice. That's a good one for a caster.
Well, I mean, I can't use it, but I can sell it for like 600 plat as a ranger who is playing without. Oh yeah, that is a really nice necklace. I use that on my.
Cypher's in.
I'm not
in
paying
Hans
attention to
mode.
chat.
Oh man.
Angry Jenkins says maybe, or very true, maybe I'll restart my ranger tonight. Rangers would be
Yeah,
a fun class. I have a level 13, I think,
2.
right now.
Just kidding.
Mine is 4 at the moment, but he'll be 5.
Go ahead and random 100.
He'll be
guys.
5 soon.
He will. I'm not worried about getting him levels. I'm worried about having an adventure with him. I mean, I've done what, like 6 hours of gameplay with him, and I'm only level 4.
You should see if you could run him all the way across every single continent and see every single zone before level 5.
That's gonna be hard to do because he's like 10% away from level 5, and he's ran from Kinos all the way to Fadar. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, he has to go all the way to Butcher Block as well, and all the way to
That's
Fiona
where I did.
Vi.
I went. I did. Well, I haven't run to Fiona Vi. I mean, I've gone from Kinos all the way to Butcher Block to Greater Fadark, Lesser Fadark, to Steam Font, and I've also been to Akanon.
You need to make it all the way to Siren's Grotto and go all the way to TOV. Like, we're talking about the whole 9 yards, dude.
You're pushing it. Now you're pushing it. Crazy people playing this game.
Congrats,
Tell me where I
Mavis.
should go. I mean, come on, man. It was hard enough just you know how many times I died? I died 2 times trying to get to Fadar.
Not bad. I
And
wouldn't
2
want
of
to
them
make that
were
run.
in Farot. I mean, well, both of them were in Farot. Farot.
Oh, so you ran that way. You didn't try to get an invis.
No, I didn't. I don't have Invis. Why would I get an Invis? I'm playing him almost like
you're a
a
cheating
permadeath
bastard.
character. Do what? I'm never
'Cause you're a
gonna
cheating
get a
bastard.
teleport on him. He will never have a teleport.
That's blasphemy.
Lonely
No,
life.
That is a lonely life. This is a very, very slow life.
Mm.
Sounds like
I-
my Shadow Knight.
Pop.
It's the way I want to play the character. I want to run the whole world. I want to have fun with it.
You're gonna show me the world. Shining, shimmering, and splendid.
I mean,
A magic
I
carpet
showed
ride?
off. I showed off what's it called? What's it called? I showed where the bandits are in Butcher Block. I also showed them the chessboard. I think whenever I'm coming back through Lesser Fadar, go to the ranger station next to where the Dark Elves are. Also show where the
where
Shadow
Walker's
Men
at?
are. Huh?
Okay.
Walker's there?
Texas Ranger?
Well, Walker.
Yeah. Yeah, the ranger station.
Oh,
Walker, Texas.
um,
On that note, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get something to eat.
All right.
ice cream.
Ice cream. Yeah, we all scream.
Yeah. No dinner.
Ice cream can be dinner.
Who's eating ice cream before dinner though?
Only the smart people, because you don't want to fill up on
Yeah.
like steak and
True.
potatoes. Man,
Boom.
give you dessert first.
Should have another mountain too. I don't know what you did to make him mad. He don't like you right now.
I have some chocolate ice cream in the freezer. Going to have some of that later on. I know we do tend to make you guys hungry talking about food a lot of the time. I don't know why it always comes
Bacon.
up, but oh man, bacon and ice cream, bacon and anything.
No, I'm saying I think there's people put weird things on YouTube. I think there's a video where the guy just keeps showing like throwing down bacon on a plate, and he just keeps saying bacon, bacon, bacon.
The strangest videos I ever found about that people tend to watch a lot of were the ones where people eat. They don't do anything else. They don't talk. They don't say anything to anybody else. They're just sitting there eating a plate of whatever.
I think it's just like food fetishes and weird things. Like there's people that just do a video where they're stroking a balloon. I mean, what's that? I don't understand that.
Maybe that's calming. I mean, I have watched some of those videos where it's like the strangest, most satisfying videos ever.
Yeah.
And those are somewhat hypnotic. I don't know why. I watch those for like an hour on an end, but when they're rolling around the Play-Doh with the different colors, and then they cut it with a knife, and you're just like, why am I watching this? But you can't stop.
Yep.
I watched one of a scientist pouring, what was it? Was it mercury or aluminum? I think it was aluminum into a ant hole in Australia, one of the biggest ones ever. And then,
Oh yeah, those are pretty fun to watch.
that was scientific though, because they're trying to figure out what the tunnels look like that far down. You can't really dig without destroying the tunnel itself. I guess I'll attack this next one.
Yeah, I just didn't want it made a boulder king. Ouch.
Pork rinds and peanut butter. I like peanut butter, but I know a lot of people are kind of allergic to it. So that's kind of a hard one right there.
I guess we can heal that quartz guy.
Thank you. Can I have some more?
No.
But
Just kidding.
Can I have some more? Oh man, that's such a good movie. Show, play, yes,
Both?
yeah, all of it.
All right, as soon as Cypher gets back, I'll let Cypher tank
here.
for a minute.
I'm here.
No, I mean, as
Been
soon as
here. Wait.
Chupa gets back, I'll let Cypher tank.
Okay.
So I can go grab me a drink.
Oh, if I wanted to tank, I'd be tanking, sir.
I'm just saying I'm not going to be here to tank, so I'm hoping out of all the people in this room, you'll be the one that does it.
Yep, I can do it. But it means that I have to take out Mana Song.
You know, for like 30 seconds while I run and get me a drink.
Felt like I was gonna be special and stuff. You know.
No.
Thanks for ruining my dreams. I need to look into getting a voice acting job. I don't know.
Funimation, dude. Get a job at Funimation.
What's Funimation?
They do the voiceover for anime that come out of Japan or any other country, and they put English acting voices to it.
Update, guys, on Deceit Perks Reset. That's from Ava.
What?
Or Aliva.
What do you
However
mean?
want to say her name.
Perks?
Oh,
that's
yeah,
listed
yeah,
in chat.
It's the beginning of the month, so they reset all the perks. You got to earn them all over again.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
What?
Flesh
I
whipper.
worked all.
All right.
Oh, perk points. Oh, I'm fine with that as long as my sweater is still there. That's all I
Nope,
care
your
about.
sweater's
yeah, yeah.
gone.
My
Sweater's
and my
gone.
sweater. That's all. What?
All right, AFK, guys.
just kidding.
AFK, we'll be right back.
I don't know what I would do without my sweater. There's a song about that somewhere. I can't think of what it is though. Oh, that was smart. This is how I solo, kids. Oh, grand. I not only have one, but I have several mobs. Yay! Here we go. I'll take a haste when you can, sir. Don't you touch me, shaman. Shaman wants to make whoopee.
Oh my.
Come back here, sir. I want to kill you. Man, I was playing Wrong World today just so I could get the next one ahead of time. and it's you play this little Furby guy, this little bear-looking person, and let's just say he doesn't have any hair anymore after what happened today. It's weird. Not nice.
You violated him, in other words?
No, it wasn't me. I got taken by the aliens. I got probed to take my hair. It wasn't nice of them. But it's okay. There's a potion. They have a potion that you can make that will reverse all of the probing things, because not only was his hair gone, but his eyes were slanted. Like they weren't on the same plane of field. If you know what I mean. I feel like this is going slower without AC. This has been the longest 30 seconds I ever heard. Thanks. Thanks for the the moral support.
Hey, I'm not here to sugarcoat
it. Yeah, bards are definitely not DPS. They're not tanks, even if they have plate armor on. How's that mana going? Feeling it? Feeling that burn?
Semi back?
Welcome back.
Where? AC go AFK or something?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, you're tanking?
I am.
Horribly.
Whoa, hey.
I'm just kidding, I'm kidding.
Jeez. Give a guy a break.
I'm just trying to eat my chicken strips here.
Chicken strips. Because I'm 5.
I'm drinking a generic vitamin water called Vitarain.0. I'm surprised it doesn't say .exe or something, or .co. Heyo.
I'm having chicken strips and Rolling Rock.
Chicken strips are always good, sir. As long as they have the barbecue sauce.
No, I'm eating them with honey mustard.
What? I would have gone with buffalo or barbecue, but... But I've never been a honey mustard, so to each their own on that. I mean, that's like putting ranch on hot wings, or whatever they're called. I don't understand that either. I like the heat of the buffalo. The buffalo runs through them.
Dude, I can't believe you guys killed us.
Yep, I killed you all.
Alright, I'm back, man.
Alright, I guess I'll not tank anymore. You know.
I mean, if you want to, you can take it.
No, please. Take over. I don't have the hell.
Why, were you getting your butt kicked?
No, not really, but...
He's lying. I went through a full bar of mana for one mob.
Oh, man.
A full bubble bar, yes. A full bubble of mana,
No,
yes.
Whole bar. I was at 100% down to 0%.
Oh, yeah. I believe you. Believes it.
For one mob, AC. For one mob.
Well, I'm surprised I didn't die.
Oh, really? Mr. I'm healing right now? Now, I would expect that you are low on mana now that you've cast that.
I'm at 30%.
I will grace you with the abilities of the Manus. Mobs. Shh. It's too loud.
I mean, you can't. I was just looking at what they're saying in chat. You really can't go wrong with roasted chicken.
Mm-mm.
It's healthier for you. No oil on it.
Oh, so AC, I have a question because you're vegan, right?
Most of the time.
Most of the time. Have you had like tofu jerky or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Well, I guess I just have to start off by saying relatively.
Okay.
Because you're talking about vegan food, and vegan food is never really quite up to par when you're talking about the real thing. But with that said, anything with tofu in it usually is disgusting.
I was about to say the same thing. How can I understand that tofu is a soybean product that is supposed to be able to absorb the flavors of whatever you cook it in?
That part is true.
But that said, I don't see how the texture of tofu could be quality in a jerky element.
That's the tricky part. Now, some companies have been able to do a fairly decent job at that by adding other ingredients like garlic or
and stuff.
Yeah, and based off of how they chop that up, you can give a texture of what you're trying to get across, like chicken or something. But it's a hit and miss thing, dude. Like if you find a brand that does it well, they may do chicken well, but they suck at beef or they suck at like turkey or any of the other ones.
Yeah, it's all about. I mean, there are good tofu products out there.
It's hard to find them though.
It's hard to find. Yeah, it's what it is. It's just a quality thing, and they're expensive. They're not cheap. The good ones. I mean, they are expensive.
It's a good 30-40% more than what
you can have. You can have a great diet, vegan diet. It's just a matter of quality and stuff like that. You know, the products that you use.
See, if I was to even go close to being on a vegan diet, I could not eat the cheese that they make. It is the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life.
I'll agree with you on
that. It's made me sick. I can't even drink almond milk. It just... That makes me sick also.
I can drink almond milk. I can't use it in cereal. So
it's a weird flavor.
It's thicker too, or it's actually thinner and thicker at the same time. It's a weird mixture what almond milk tends to be.
It just I don't know if it's I don't think it's the flavor so much. I think it's more of the texture than anything else for me.
You can get used to it though.
Yeah, and I mean if you had to, I just would be less of a. I guess I would become a lactose vegan-esque-ish individual.
You would have
give me water.
You'd have to find some place to get your vitamin D. I mean, out in the sun a lot or
pills.
Yeah, pills, I guess. But yeah, you kind of need vitamin D in your diet. So
I mean, even if I had to go the route of just having real milk, I mean, it's. Milk for me, that's a huge part of my life. I've always drank milk, and it's one of those things that whenever I'm feeling hungry, but I don't want to eat because I need to cut down on eating, I will drink a glass of milk, and I will feel as if I've just ate a good lunch. That's how I like milk.
See, you're talking about it in the terms of you're doing it because you choose to live that way. I'm doing it so it doesn't feel like somebody kicked me in my chest all day long.
Yeah.
So it's how much pain do I want to feel that day? Oh, you know, I don't mind being kicked in the chest today. I'll drink a glass of milk. You know, then I'll do that. But like I had to make those choices when the flood hit. I couldn't go out and get vegan food, dude. There was nothing on the shelves anywhere. All the Walmarts, all the grocery stores, they were empty. And most of them were closed. So good luck finding food, let alone finding the food that you want. So I was lucky the Red Cross came by and they actually fed everybody in the neighborhood for weeks. And that saved our butts because, man, all the food I had in my cupboard, ruined. You know, all the food you had in your fridge, ruined.
MREs, man, MREs.
Yeah, they handed out those a little bit towards the end.
So good.
When they started running out of food?
I mean, whenever I was whenever I was a kid, being a military brat and all, whenever my dad would bring home MRAs, that was like the best thing for me, especially if it was beef stew. Really,
always been good.
I never heated it. I didn't know that was a thing because back then they didn't have the heat packs or anything like that. It's just you cooked it in your kit, the fold out pan that you got.
Yeah, you honestly you just threw it in boiling water while it was boiling and then took it out later on, whatever the case was. They didn't have the what is the freaking stuff in the
the water activated stuff?
Yeah, I can't remember what's actually in it. We used to throw it down the dorm rooms and pop them all the time.
Right.
But yeah,
Bunch of
I would just eat
know,
it
right?
cold. I thought it tasted really good as a cold meal.
You can't eat every MRE cold though, man. There's some of them that, like the Frankfurters, call them Four Fingers of Death. You open that thing up and it's just all this gelatinous
Goo?
stuff. Yeah, I'm like, oh, bro, nah.
And I think
that, yeah.
I think there's a difference too between eating it because you want to eat it and eating it because that's all there is to eat. So after like 3 months of doing nothing but MREs, you know, most of my brothers who served, they don't want to see another MRE for the long as they live.
Bro, if you're doing 3 months of MREs, your stomach's not doing too great.
That's like 2,500 calories per each one of those. Isn't
That's
it?
not the part.
Depending. MREs though, MREs are not meant to be one meal each MRE. MRE is what you need for a day.
Yeah. That's why they have like the peanut butter and jelly with
And
crackers.
Yeah, depending on which MRE, it ranges anywhere from 1,800 to 2,600 calories.
Yeah, the calories I
I mean,
don't think was an issue for them. They were working the calories off during the day, but
Yeah, you'll work it off, and depending on where you go.
I mean, I think they even were the ones who invented the, like the Cliff Bars and things like that. Their brownie kind of thing that they had. That thing, it took you a long time to eat because it was hard and
Very filling too.
I know
it was very filling.
I know the M&M got its start in World War II because of that reason. They wanted literally a candy that would melt in your mouth and not in your hand, rather than that chocolate bar they used to give them.
Yeah, that would melt because
That's why they also switched from chocolates to hard candies, charms, things like that.
But they're good. I liked them. A few of them were kind of weird. The chickens didn't really taste like chicken, but... Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.